man that you can really give your
Isn't that being uncharitable?
It is simply because their style and their character is to convert national assets and state assets into personal areas for themselves and to create a fiefdom, making daughters this, son-in-laws that, wives that. We don't do that in our party. We're not used to that.
Honorable Bashir.
Well, I don't know what you meant by all this that you said. Well, in APC, we have people that matter, and possibly one of the things that is even disturbing the PDP presently, and that is making them to run from pillars to posts, is because all along the 16 years of PDP rule, there hasn't been any veritable opposition, and this time around, APC is come on board as a formidable opposition to give Nigerians national security, to give Nigerians economic empowerment, to give Nigerians good governance, better than what we have been experiencing in the last 16 years of PDP misrule.
Let me ask both of you to name one thing that you both think that we can do in this country to ensure that, or that you think will, to a large extent, reduce all of this violence that you see. One thing.
Well, I started by saying that if the criminal justice system will work more efficiently, it will reduce, because at the end of the day, when a matter comes onto the table, you can always go back and look at who were the people that played roles in this, who caused this, who did this. And if you can have a very good, strengthened criminal justice that is speedy and corrects them, then obviously people may begin to act better based on punishment.
Well, for that one, I do not oppose to that. If you have a criminal justice system that is very prompt, I hope that by the grace of God that we'll be able to solve a lot of problems.
In a part of what also causing a lot of friction and counter accusations everywhere, it's even the plan by INEC to use the card readers. Now, both parties, the APC has its view on the use of card readers. The PDP have their views on the use of card readers. Let me even start by asking, is there anything wrong with using card readers for these elections?
Yeah. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with using anything. In fact, there's nothing wrong with us allowing us to stay at home and vote, and our votes are counted. That's not the issue. The issue is the practicality of the process that you are introducing, when we have seen that as we have moved towards the election, almost every thematic heading that was supposed to have been foolproof on paper has not turned out to be foolproof. Let me make my point clearer. Registration had been done. We expected that cards should have been changed and people should have gotten their PVC. It wasn't foolproof. People are still not able to get their PVC. We've not gotten the addresses. Now they've brought another one. They want to do card reader. It has been tested. The test shows that this process is going to bring a lot of chaos on election day. Because I can imagine you getting there, trying to do your card reader. There's a queue of about 500 or so on the line. It's taking forever. It can't accept your biometrics. And now you need about 3 or 4 minutes to validate one card. Think about how long it will take. And then what happens if the card reader stops working? That's almost near senseless explanation that they can postpone the election because the card reader is not working in one location is at best laughable, because the practicality on the day and the energy there will not make it realize. So we are not saying, before the APC starts shouting that PDP does not want card reader, we're not saying that. We're just saying that is INEC really sure that that process, and don't forget, the constitutional provision of Nigeria does not allow electronic voting.
We'll come to that. You raised a number of issues, but let me let Honorable Bashir come in. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much. Well, the issue of a card reader, as for APC, what APC actually stands for is that there should be credible election. That's what we stand for. And why we are talking about card reader, it was INEC that brought the issue of card reader. On the issue of PVCs, already from day by day, INEC is trying to improve on that by saying that majority of Nigerians get their PVC, and by now I think we should have even recorded about 80% percentage on the average. And the issue of a card reader, what the card reader simply will do is just to accredit the voters on the day of election, to the best of my knowledge. I'm not an INEC person. I'm an APC member. It's INEC that's introducing card reader. And the card reader, to the best of, from the little I've heard from INEC, is to actually check rigging and to do a proper accreditation, unlike what we used to experience in the past. That's what the card reader is established for. And I mean, it's going to be, that's why it is being introduced. I don't know why the PDP, if not that they have something hidden that they are planning to do, I see no reason why they should do this.
We need to go on break. I know we need to we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. So we will continue the discussion afterwards. Join us again. It's time for a roundup on the political activities in the country with Ini Thompson.
This was supposed to be a debate venue for governorship candidates in Imo State, organized by...
Conducted by INEC for the card readers recently in the state have thrown up issues for political parties and INEC as well. While the PDP say the exercise is far from successful and the idea of using card readers during the elections should be jettisoned, questioning the integrity of the machines and the time factor in the process of accreditation. The APC is, however, a firm believer in the use of card readers, insisting that that is the way to go to curb rigging in the state. In the mix, INEC remains resolute, but I must tell you that the electoral body doesn't appear to have enjoyed a good dose of trust from the political parties who accuse it of being partisan. The resident electoral commissioner has, however, debunked that allegation. According to her, all accidentals observed during the test run will be fixed before the election. And now, political tension intensifies, fears of violence heightened as we edge closer to the election. People are literally scared and are calling on the security agencies to rise to the occasion. For them, this is not just a call, this is a cry for help in the state.
Well, actually, Emmanuel Iriyi bringing us his own report. We spoke to him also earlier in the day. Well, I think we can now go to Ini Thompson.